since 1987. I'm, so to speak, a senior trainer, and I can't wait to share with you my wisdom of so many years working with people and conducting certification trainings. So, what we are going to speak about tonight is how to overcome these emotions that are particularly strongly and easily triggered at this time. And of course, I'm going to give you some experience, like some little exercise, because tonight is only 60 to 75 minutes. We are going to just stay together and do it together. When we do the online training, you will also do exercises with each other, and everything will be exactly like in the classroom. Oh, somebody joined. Nora, you are so welcome. Now I can
Thank you.
Super. Okay, let me put the screen here. Can you see it, Luke? Guide me.
Yeah.
Okay, super. Thank you for being there. So, I would like to share with a little story. I want to share with you that first, good news, practicing emotional intelligence and NLP is such a wonderful thing to be able to stay on top of emotions and to be able to navigate the realm of human being more consciously. So I can gladly say that all this time, with all the turmoil, I was able to stay very relaxed. And I was able to be on top and in my good mood, and, you know, keep facts for facts, and then notice when there are emotions and notice when there are negative emotions. And so what happened was that by chance, at a time that I shouldn't, I clicked on something and I saw this terrible movie of people in the hospital in New York, and one person was dying. And so in this moment, it caught me, and I just, you know, got like this heightened heartbeat and this, and then I was looking at, why are you getting this heightened heartbeat? Why are you caught by what is called fear? And then I noticed, I was aware, this is what I want to share with you tonight. It was not New York, and it was not what happens there. It was that in my mind, I made a quick picture of my sister who is in Cologne and who sent me a message that she has to use the tram and that she doesn't feel safe. So I was watching that it was not what I saw, but what I made of it. And the awareness of which emotions are there and which emotions guide us is a very, very important thing at this time. So I was speaking to my friend Sandra 2 nights ago. We had a phone call, and she talked about her fear of her parents being in danger because they are so old. So I said to Sandra, now that is a fact. The parents are old, and it's a fact that, of course, there's a fearful feeling, of course. But now, what would be the most resourceful for you to be with that feeling? And she said, well, I would like to be more relaxed because I think of it all the time. And then I said, well, yes, there is no value in feeling the emotion of fear or anxiety. We can watch the signal, what the emotion may be giving. Typically, negative emotions would maybe give us a signal to do something differently. So I asked her, is there anything you can do or anything that needs to be taken care of? And she said, no, all insurances, all hygiene, all caretaker is there, everything is there. Only I need to relax more. So I showed Sandra a technique, how she can change the pictures that went on inside her head that projected a negative ending. And so when we worked on changing the pictures that were inside of her head, she felt wonderful. She felt good. And then I was talking to her again. Hi, everybody's there. Yeah. And she said, yes, but there is another stress that I have. And that stress is that I work for a restaurant and the restaurant is closed. And then I said, okay, so I know you get some checks when you get back to America, isn't it? And she said, yes. So I said, you are perfectly, wonderfully taken care of, are you not? And she said, yes. So we looked at what is needed right now, once again. Is there anything to take care of? Is there anything to do? And ended up in a wonderful, relaxed place. And I helped her to just say, everything is good. I have everything. I'm fine. I'm healthy. In this moment, everything is okay. Is it not? And so the different stresses or the different fears or the different worries are what actually makes a time like this most challenging, because what many high-level thinkers have said about other epidemics is that it is not the external circumstances really, but it's the negative mass hypnosis that made it worse, that maybe was even the worst part of the whole thing. So, you are so welcome to come here tonight, to be with me online, and to learn more about how to overcome any of the bothersome emotions, how to learn something tonight. And my purpose is for you to walk away with the learning that you will have forever, that you can borrow, that you can use, and that will be precious to you. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. So let me do one thing. I'm a little bit disturbed. I've never done it on this computer and in this room. Hold on one moment. I didn't even know what was so black. Is this better? I think this is better. Is it? It's a little detail, but I'm trying to give you the best experience here. So there's many different forms of stress, and there's many different forms of worry and of fear. And what I would like to share with you here tonight to see how we can navigate this realm more consciously, and how we can actually fill ourselves with wonderfulness. with the ability to be in the moment. Can you now see the PowerPoint?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes, now I can see.
Ah, okay. Now we can see how it is. Very good.
You can maximize the screen, Dr. Doris. That way, it's full screen.
Maximize which screen?
Yeah, can you maximize the PowerPoint? Make it full screen.
Yeah, but then I don't see the people. I tried this before. Then I'm locked off of the experience. So there was another way how to do it. But if you can see it, but you don't see it maximized, right?
It's fine.
Okay. 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 So really what I would like for you to find out tonight with me is about NLP. So let me actually hear a little bit about you. Everyone is so welcome. I think I got it, Luke. You can stay, but if you want to do something else, you're fine. Thank you for helping. I'll catch you tomorrow how to share the screen. I know it's late. In India, it's already 9:15. Thank you, Luke.
All right.
Thanks. So, now we can look at being able to identify the different emotions a little more clearly, and then we'll do something about it. So why don't you share with me what you would like to learn tonight and what you would like to get out of this training. Kristen, how about you start?
I think I would like to overcome stress because now everybody's working from home. So you bring the stress at home. So I want to know how to de-stress myself.
Which stress at home do you experience?
I mean, like, you know, because I work from home now, so I bring the stress that usually was just at the office, and now it's at home because I do all my work at home.
And now you are afraid that it affects your family members, or?
No, it just affects me because usually my house is stress-free, but now I bring the stress in the house. Yeah.
Yes. I know about that. I know about that myself. Very nice. Okay. And let's just have everybody say something. What is it that you would like to learn to overcome, Abdul or Roden?
Well, I don't know much about NLP. I was just told about it by Luke, so I really don't know what to expect. I just wanted to know what you teach because I have been looking up NLP and other forms of healing for some time. So whatever you have, whatever I can take from it would be okay.
Oh, so you are a friend of Luke?
Yeah.
You are so welcome. I was thinking I know that D'Souza name.
Okay.
And Abdul?
I am just trying to explore this stress release activities, how it can be handled, and trying to understand more about it.
Hi, Doctor.
Noora?
I just want to learn more about NLP, and I've been going to Illuminations in Murdoch for quite some time. So I know some something about energy healing and all, but I don't know much about NLP.
Okay, I think there's also one teacher who teaches NLP at Murdoch. In Arabic.
In Arabic. Yeah, I don't speak Arabic.
What is your language, Noora?
English.
Okay, you're
I'm
from
South African.
South African, I was thinking. Okay, and Rajesh, I think you were ready to say something.
Yeah, I think it is NLP can teach us how to be optimistic and think positive always. Because especially at work, there is no growth or there is a job loss for someone, how to have a positive mindset in these situations.
Yes, you got it. Super. And TK? Minori?
I just have no idea what NLP is about, but so I'm just here to understand and learn whatever you're going to offer us today.
Nice. Valid?
Hi, this is TK. Basically, I'm just open to learn and see what you have to particularly say here. Yeah, I'm just open to learn.
Are you from USA?
Sorry?
Where are you from?
I'm actually from Nigeria, actually.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome. And Valid? Okay, so basically, let me show you this slide here. Can you see this slide?
Not yet. Yeah, I can see the screen.
So there's a little tape, and then it says inner stories, inner movies, and physiological responses. So basically, what is really interesting about NLP is to understand that it is not about the story. It's not about what the situation is about. We could say it doesn't matter whether it's the epidemic that in 1918, or whether that was a few years back, or whether it's the tsunami, or it's a thunderstorm, or whether it's something else challenging. It's not so much about what is happening, but what it is about is how the brain makes something of it. Because before we would feel uncomfortable, or before we would sense what is called stress or worry or fear, of course, your brain is doing something, and your brain is saying something to the rest of your body, because there has to come a message from the brain for the rest of your body to know to heighten the heartbeat, or to puff and puff, or to have higher temperature, or to basically have the physiological aspects that go along with feeling stressed. Let me actually ask you, I make little self-reflective questions, and whoever answers, of course, can get my attention. So, are you aware of what happens in your body when emotions come on?
We react?
You react, yes. And that's when it's already too late, is it not? Because then we go back later on and we say, oh, I wish I would have done it differently, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly. So when we react, very good, Kristen. What else? How do you know that you have...
I said that. Minori said that. Sorry. Oh. Sorry.
Can you put your picture, please?
Oh, I don't have a picture. Oh, I don't want to come on the video today.
You don't have a video today, I see.
Yeah, next time.
So yes, so you react too late. How else do you know in your body that you have an unresourceful or limiting emotion?
How your body feels, feeling in your body.
Yes.
Increased heart rate, headache.
Yeah, headache, sweat, heightened heartbeat. Sometimes people say they have a pressure on the chest, or in the belly,
the
or
stomach ache. Yeah.
I know my tension. Even I was aware that the tension caught me for a little bit about the technology of getting this wonderful for you because I feel so responsible that this training is a wonderful experience for you. So I immediately feel it in my neck, like my neck, which lets me know, come on, Dr. Doris, you're going to do the best. So what happens on the level of the brain, as I just showed you in that picture, is that either there is inner movie or there is inner commentaries. We all speak to each other. Who is aware that you speak to yourself?
Me.
Nice. Are you? TK, are you aware speaking to yourself? So some of us are more aware of the commentaries and of the to self. And then some of us are more aware of inner pictures. And then, let's just stay with that for tonight. So either there's a little few more things, but let's just say for tonight, so either it's inner pictures or it's an inner dialogue. That creates the stress. And it is something that's why I was telling you this story of seeing in the news about New York, but it was not New York that gave me the higher heartbeat. It was thinking about my sister and feeling terrible about that she feels terrible. That brought on my higher heartbeat. See, it's not what happens externally. It's the dialogue that you make about it, how you speak to yourself, or it's the picture that happened. Now, challenging news and good news. Which one do you want to hear first?
Good news.
Good news.
So the good news is you can handle it. The challenging news is that this brain is very, very fast. It's so fast that it's just bound to happen. Because I can certainly share with you that I practice NLP and emotional intelligence since 35 years because I teach it since 35 years and my brain still, and I'm meditating since 85. I meditate since 1985 and I certainly know at least 108 meditation techniques. But this brain is so fast that it just grabs you. So in a way, we need to use techniques so that we can be stronger than that. So that we can be smart. Let me give you one more little theory that you know I really have gotten from NLP because sharing just a little bit about myself, I have done 12 years of psychotherapy and all kinds of therapies, inner child, deconditioning, primal therapy, all of this is very, very valuable. But I found all answers to how we can help ourselves more powerfully and how we can treat others or coach others most successfully with NLP. And so what really fascinated me is one important, basic, essential thing to understand. Let's make a little quick exercise so that you will remember. So let's make the difference of the three parts of the brain. Could you please hold with your hand the back side of your head and know that inside about in this area is the limbic brain or the reptile brain. So could you say, this is my limbic brain?
This is my
limbic brain.
And the negative emotion is stuck. That's the best word I can use for tonight for such a short seminar. the negative emotion is stuck in the limbic brain because the limbic brain is doing any variation for what everybody knows, fight and flight, right? So as soon as the limbic brain sees some sort of a danger, it shoots out adrenals, cortisol, and all these chemicals that make our heart beat higher, that make our breathing go, that make our colors come, that make these all the physiological aspects of feeling bad. But now, can you please take 2 hands and hold them about like this and say, this is my neocortex.
This is my neocortex.
And in fact, this is the neocortex and here's the midbrain, right? And so neocortex and midbrain have something that no creature in the world has. What is that?
Imagination.
Thank you, Rodo. Say it again.
Imagination.
Imagination, very good. What else?
Memory.
Memories, fabulous. What else?
Thinking, ability to think.
Minori, brilliant. And what is thinking made of?
Thoughts.
The alphabet. We have language. Other creature has language. And language and the alphabet gives us infinite number of words, infinite languages. And what happens is that humans talk to themselves. Neuro is thinking, linguistic is speaking to yourself first, and then, of course, it has to do with how we speak to others. And so by that, we program ourselves. And we are meant to program ourselves because we cannot go beyond the process of language. So NLP believes that we should use our language and our word more wisely so that we can influence this process intelligently. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes.
So cortex is language and has the ability, very wonderful rodent of imagination. So it makes pictures and we talk to ourselves. Now you can point towards the middle between the neocortex, the reptile brain, and you can say this is the amygdala. Amygdala. And that's kind of a little, very small part of the brain. And that brain, when the emotion is negative or when there's a lot of fight or flight, gets a little swollen. So what we generally say is in our day and age, already by too much stimulation, by too much activity, not natural balance of relaxation, already it's a little bit already swollen. And now when we have something like an external stressor, like an epidemic, then of course it has a tendency to be activated, but we can do something about this. We can stop this and we can reverse this. So I would like to not tell you about the history of NLP, but I would like to share with you where I think everything started. Oh, it started already since people were high-level thinkers, but they naturally teach you that it started in the end of the 70s in California with Richard Bandler, John Grinder, and Christina Hall was the woman whose name unfortunately gets forgotten. And I am one senior level right next to them, behind them. And I know most of the originators of NLP personally. In fact, I've just been in Santa Cruz in the hub of NLP in September. and visited Christina, whoever chooses to do NLP with me as a certification, your signature of the certificate comes right from Santa Cruz, California, which is the true international certification. But I'm thinking it started even way earlier, and it started in 1936 with Alfred Korzybski. If you would like his name, I'm going to write it on the PowerPoint later or here on the flip chart. So Alfred Korzybski was had a little shop in New York, and he had a sign outside saying semantics for sanity. And he wrote a 600-page book saying a little bit exactly what we just did. He said, humans imitate animals wrongfully because they are stuck in the reptile brain. They make emotions as if animals. They initiate by the limbic brain this shoot out of adrenals, this puff, 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 and making all kinds. See, an animal would never make stress. Think about it. An animal would never go, oh, am I going to get everything done by the end of the day? An animal would not go, oh my God, my siblings may be killed today. No, an animal wouldn't do that. So all the fears or stresses or worries that we have are made with language. And my message to you is that we are not meant to have these kinds of stresses and worries and fear. They are mistaken and they are stuck in the limbic brain. So literally the pattern is stuck because we have not talked to ourselves sufficiently and resourcefully enough. So I shared with you that it was not the TV show that I saw about terrible things that happen in New York. It was about the inner movie that my brain very quickly made about my sister is in danger. And then my system started to buzz, right? Because really, truthfully, okay, something is happening, it's happening to others. We need to inform ourselves. We are meant to stay factual. That's just how it happens. Then if it would affect something that has to do with our security or our health, we are meant to take precautions. But that's it. We are not meant to run around and then be stressful or fearful. Would you all agree?
Yeah, true.
Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Please, if you don't agree, tell me what you may think about this. TK, what do you think about this? Are you still there? TK from South Africa? Minori, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
So now, let's do a little practice. Let's do a little practice. So you have this greater stress at home, Kristen. Thank you for sharing.
Mm-hmm.
And Rajesh shared something, Roden shared something. So now learning NLP, TK and Nora. So learning NLP means that we more precisely and intelligently use our neocortex to influence this process. So could you say one more time to yourself, negative emotion, huffing, puffing, stress, worry, fear, comes from the limbic brain. Could you see that?
Brain.
Comes
From the
Limbic brain.
and it's stuck.
It's stuck.
It's stuck.
See, the fight and flight is meant when the tiger comes into the, I wanted to say in this room, I feel like you all are in my room, but let's say the door would open, much worse, Kristen, than bringing work. Let's say the tiger would come, so then you have to scream and run, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the only time that the reptile brain should shoot out adrenals like this. But no other time it should, even not when you watch movies, when you watch, TV, or when you get stuck in spending too much time with social media about what's happening there. That's not when your brain is supposed to send out adrenals, because your life is not in danger. You are perfectly fine where you are. You are healthy. All of you look like you have enough food. You probably are not on your last rupee or dirham. So right now, we are fine exactly the way we are. Everything else is made up, and so to speak, a negative program. Now, all of these three parts of the brain, and actually I'd like to add neocortex, midbrain, amygdala, and reptile brain, are of course interlinked. So now, let's be more aware of the inner story.
Okay.
So here, you hear the inner story. It's like a tape that stuck, and the tape is what then gives that physiological response. So for a moment, if you don't mind, Kristen, could I demonstrate with you?
Sure, no problem.
And then everybody can learn from me working a little bit with Kristen?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so while I do a little activity with Kristen, everybody can work. So Kristen, it's not really about you bringing the work home, because see, first of all, you can say, I'm so lucky, I can bring my work home. I'm so lucky, I'm still working. I'm so lucky there's this epidemic and I'm here and I'm able to actually even use my time sensefully. I don't think you would be a type that would like to just sit around for 8 hours and do nothing, correct?
Correct.
So there's all these words. Look how she's smiling. Can everybody see how Kristen is smiling? So now I'm helping her with my words, but what I really want to do is that you use your words, because you can't just only say NLP is positive thinking. There's a little bit more to it, because it's also not about not noticing that there is more stress and worry and fear. It's not about that, but it's about how we can guide from the neocortex, by the way, how we use language, our programming, how we program ourselves through, let's begin with one simple step tonight, speaking to ourselves more consciously. So now let's do just a little mini analysis without going too deep. See, we always say the difference between psychology and normal therapy and NLP and NLP coaching is that psychology and therapy goes deep into all of the story.
Yeah.
And NLP wants to catch it and nip it at the structure. So Kristen, if there was something that you say to yourself that makes the stress feeling come on, what would that be?
That I have too much work.
Oh, is your child in your house?
It's me. It's Nora.
Okay, okay. That was coming in the right moment. So I mean, maybe I don't want to affect the rest of my family, or work shouldn't be at home, or I mean, some of this already told us, but now look at how you speak to yourself. What would that be?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
So what would you say to, let's heighten the awareness, what you say to yourself that brings the stress that's stuck in the limbic brain on?
I just usually think I have too much work and that it would be endless, and then I'm stuck at home, so I can't see a lot of my colleagues. So it brings so much stress that I'm just at home working.
Imagine you would say that to yourself. Oh my God, I have so much work. I can never get it on. I can never get it done. And I'm bringing it to my others, and I can't see my colleagues. Of course. Then you feel at least bad. And if you can do it loud enough, your reptile brain may even shoot out chemicals and you'll really feel stressed, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, correct.
We are so good at creating stress and worry. Unnecessary.
Mm.
So now, Kristen, being aware of this now, what would you rather like to say to yourself that would be positive and helpful?
That I still have a job and that I have all the time to actually do my work. And I'm healthy.
Yay! Now, what a nice smile is that. So, when the stress comes on, we want to do, let's do 3 steps tonight. When the stress comes on, would you please all agree that we would like to notice it as early as possible, and then let's build a I notice response. Could you please take your right hand, everyone, pat yourself on your left shoulder and say, I noticed.
I notice.
I notice.
So you notice, the first thing is, if we don't notice, we can't do anything about it. So if we notice, it's already good news. It's great. And then never beat yourself up for noticing too late. As soon as you notice, it's like, hooray, I noticed. Even if you have already talked to yourself negatively for 1 hour, you were grumpy to all your family members. Doesn't matter. The moment you notice, you go cheerfully. One more time, everybody. Right hand, left shoulder. I noticed. I noticed. Can I hear the story?
I notice.
I notice.
And would you please say it one more time cheerfully? And now think about, oh my God, I'm going to see social media tonight, or I have to talk to my family member who is going to put all the stress out, or anything, or I have to stand in the long line to even get into the metro, or whatever your stress thing is. Would you please think of a situation like this, and then take your right hand, pat yourself on your left shoulder, and go again. I noticed.
I noticed.
Notice.
Put your finger up and go, I noticed.
I know.
Noticed.
I notice.
Very good. And see, that very moment when you already smile, or go in another mood, already an interruption. But now we want to do more. We want to go, okay, number 2. So step 1 is I noticed. Step 2 is there anything I have to take care of? Like Sandra, I told you about Sandra that I talked to 2 nights ago. When she said, I'm going to lose the job in my restaurant because the restaurant in San Francisco is closed. She's about to go back to San Francisco from Goa, and here from India. And I said, Okay, you always told me you actually want a different job, right? Who knows what happens in a month or 2 or 3 from now? So, are you good financially? She goes, yes, I'm getting checks. I'm still getting unemployment checks from that restaurant. So you are fine, right? She goes, yes, I'm fine. I just have to say to myself, I'm fine. So the moment we found out that she's making this horror, oh, the restaurants are closing. Well, job anyways, she has enough money, so she's fine, right? So is there a signal that the emotion wants to give? So it could be, Kristen, I don't know. But I know if I don't want to affect my family member, I have to check. And when I do certain calls, I have to close the door. Or sometimes I put a sign on my door. I'm out in 2 hours. So there's little things that we sometimes need to do on the outside, right?
Yeah.
Step 2, is there anything I need to take care of? What could that be, Kristen?
I'm not sure actually.
Maybe not. Could you stay more in the room? Could you close the door more? Is there any way you could be less letting it go into the rest of the home?
I guess I should just concentrate on not feeling stressed so that like it doesn't feel stressful in like the ambience of the house, you know?
Yes.
So that's the thing that I could do.
So you're already working on the solution. So now most of the time, that's I mean, actually, Sandra said, oh, I'm going to have to write a note to the restaurant manager that he remembers to send the check. Something like that, right? So for Kristen, she doesn't even have to close the door more, or, you know, maybe you could talk to the rest of your family and say, look, I'm very concerned. My purpose is that home stays home. I'll do whatever I can to support the best home atmosphere. Maybe you to them and then you have a little already. However, now let's do step 3, and you already did it. What do you need to say to yourself so that you can smile? So that you remember everything is fine. It could be something like, I am right now here working with me and that computer, and in maybe, you know, visualize 1 or 2 meters around me. But that's it. Maybe you can just see a bubble. Oh, how lucky I am working. I have my office in my house. Isn't there very wonderful benefits too? You can get up and make a coffee. You can, you know, do so many.
Yeah.
You know, they say what a comfort to work from home. So you could say to yourself, what?
That I am lucky to be working still at home and that my space is stress-free.
Yes. And you don't even need to say, so Noora wanted to learn more about the linguistics and NLP and TK, I think every one of you. So now you could even avoid saying the word stress, because
Yes.
if you say stress free, the word stress again,
Yeah.
on your neocortex makes a picture, imagination,
Mm.
little dialogue. Say something like, I'm protected and I'm relaxed.
Okay.
I'm in my office. I do my work and I'm
Relaxed. Okay.
And grateful.
Productive.
Who would you like to say? I'm grateful I can work at home. I'm grateful I have a job, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Now, let's do three together. So everybody caught that we are doing the, I noticed.
Yeah.
Interrupt. You could do a little clap for interrupting. Is there something I have to take care of? 2, sometimes we forget. Forget that that particular talk with the husband could really help. That telling the neighbors this or that could help. That calculating up the bank account and good or whatever it is could help, right? And then number 3,
What do you have to say?
yourself intelligently. So let's hear some of the others. What is something that you could say to yourself, Rajesh or Roden?
Yeah, I will start, Doctor.
What could you say to yourself that would be helpful?
I think, yeah, I would say that I'm happy that I know I'm not growing at work, but still I have a job in this difficult situation. And so that is how I'm going to keep a positive mindset.
I'm so grateful that I have a job. I do the best of it, isn't it?
Yes.
Yay, Rajesh. Let's all cheer, Rajesh. Oh, we forgot to cheer for Kristen. Let's cheer for Kristen. Kristen.
Hey, Kristen.
Kristen.
Yay, Kristen.
What are you going to say to yourself? You can think about it. You can share a little bit and I can help you. What was it again that you wanted to be more resourceful about? Minori, are you there?
Oh, I'm sorry, Doctor. I'm sorry. I did not know you were talking to me.
So what would be the new, that's good. What would be the new dialogue that you could use to talk to yourself more resourcefully?
That I'm just grateful for everything that I've got going, and yeah, I'm grateful for my family, my friends. I still have a roof over my head. I still got, you know, food when I open the fridge. I still got access to Wi-Fi to be able to join you guys today.
Ah, that's a good thing to be happy about.
Yes, just to be grateful, just, yeah, of everything.
Nice. Noora.
I'm grateful to be spending all this time with my daughter and my family.
Nice.
Now that there's no school.
Yes. And they are home and you can spend time with them. Amazing. Little things, isn't it? TK, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Grateful to be with the family, more free time to learn new skill and to develop oneself away from traffic and stress at work. So we have more time for ourselves to develop ourselves and to learn more and to discover ourselves.
Nice. Thank you, TK. So, anybody else? So, this initiates something I would like to share, TK. I'm doing a little series and I can ask Illuminations. That's why I was asking for your name and telephone number. to send you some of my little videos. I'm speaking a little video every day. You can get into my Facebook if you like, Apana Doris Greenwood, Doris NLP, and I speak a little video every day. And the last 3 days, only 2 minutes, like little sparks, like little inspirations. And I've been talking about the C virus, coronavirus, and then the F virus, which is the fear virus.
Yeah.
And how we do the fear virus, and the fear virus is better than the C virus. Because of course, you need to say, see, my background is naturopathic doctor, and what I found out as a naturopathic doctor is what makes our illnesses and difficulties get stuck because of our thought and our emotions. What I was studying is how does somebody overcome something easily, quickly, seemingly effortlessly, and somebody else work really hard. Because the person who works hard is saying to themselves, it's hard. And the person who gets through the same illness or difficulty saying, I'm doing the best so I can heal, seeing themselves already having successfully accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I believe, TK, thank you so much for initiating this, that this is a very precious time for us to self-develop and to I believe this is a time for all the human beings and all the wonderful neocortexes on this globe to wake up, to, so to speak, become enlightened, if you want, and to spread positivity, to spread support, to spread love, and to just handle this situation as powerfully and easily and from an as resourceful place as possible.
Yeah.
We are meant for greater consciousness and peace for this world. This is meant to help us with greater consciousness and greater peace. What do you think?
Agree.
I agree.
TK?
I completely agree. Yes, it's more like a rebirth, and yeah, as I said, an opportunity to grow, to rediscover yourself, to learn where the gaps are within yourself and address it and become a better person. Yeah, I completely agree with what you're saying. Yeah.
Yay! Rajesh, did I miss you? Did you say?
I already spoke.
The gratefulness, yes. So, yes, let's do that. Let's do that. And so what you have learned today, can we repeat the 3 steps one more time? 1, everybody?
I noticed.
I noticed.
I noticed. 2, is there
Is there anything I have
Anything
to
that I
take
could
care?
take care of?
I am for any precautions I can help, right? And then 3,
What do you have to
Talk
say
to yourself.
Talk to yourself.
yourself positively, express what is there. And what I like to do, see, NLP has really helped my meditation. I did many years of meditation before I learned NLP, and I noticed afterwards that I did Vipassana 14 days. And afterwards I was thinking, damn, I was listening to my negative internal dialogue for most of the time. Because at that time I didn't know yet how to reprogram myself. So really, since I learned NLP, my ability to meditate has significantly increased. And that's what it's all about too, because it's about for us to come in the moment. In this very moment, everything is there. In this very moment, you have enough. In this very moment, you are healthy. in this very moment, you are fine. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Very, very wonderful. You did an amazing job tonight. So I would like to show you a few more of my pics that I had prepared with you. So here I have this picture of an amplifier. And in fact, I would like for you to think about that. That's what it is when you, like, let's say today we learned one of the little levers. And I would like to actually not see this old-fashioned one, but one with many, many levers and many. So this is what NLP does. It helps you to fine-tune your thoughts and your imaginations, your inner stories, and your inner movies, so that you are more in control of what's happening. You are more in control of what's happening. And then I want to share with you one more thing that I talked with Sandra about. And what I talked with Sandra about was that she said, well, it's so strong, this thought about my parents. I can't just leave it behind. Then I said, okay, because NLP is not even judging when you have any emotions or anything you do. We only want you, the purpose of NLP is for you to be empowered to program yourself and not to be ran by other people's programs or by whatever's happening around you. So I said to Sandra, okay, you know, you are thinking about your parents regularly. And I said, how about you think about it at a particular time and you call them and you do something? She said, yes. And then how about that when that feeling comes on, at least you take a deep breath and you go, okay, I noticed it's there. And the moment that you don't beat yourself up and you don't resist it, or you're not the slave of it, you're not ran by it as if it was a TV that's running you, or a program that's running you, or showed you this tape, you know, and it gets stuck and it's running again and again, saying the same negative thing again and again. So you notice, and the moment you notice and you bring awareness, already it pops. Already something else happens. And then gladly, if you remember to speak to yourself more wisely, you already have learned that one knob of this amplifier. And then as you see the one knob of the amplifier, this is, I think, Rodin, you said imagination, right? So all these little dreams and these little pictures happen in the brain, but they are only movies. They're not real. The New York hospital made me think about my sister, made me worry about my sister. It's not even real. It was just one day that she had this problem with the tram. She's fine now. So it was only this, you know, little loop that continues to go on and then create negative feelings. So I would like to invite you to another event, which is called Become a Successful NLP Coach. And it is on Tuesday, the 7th of April at 7 p.m. Dubai time. Some friends from India are also coming. It's 8:30 p.m. in India. Can you see this here?
Yeah.
So you can come and learn more about NLP. And then this is what I would like to announce for you today, the possibility that you can do a 2-day NLP foundation with me here on Zoom. thank you for being patient, and we are still practicing how to bring everything together, but I know I'm going to give the seminar just as powerfully as if we were physically together, even more, because I can run more little movies, I can do more things actually when I'm here at home on my system than when I'm in the seminar room. So you're so very welcome, and in a moment I'll open up for questions. On the 17th and 18th of April is what is called NLP Foundation, and Illuminations has, like always, for you a very special super discount if you sign up within 48 hours of this seminar. I think you get 15% less, and it's already lesser than normally. And then if you want to have the title NLP practitioner and NLP coach, you can continue the next weekend, 24 and 25 of April. And then there's 2 more evenings, because altogether the minimum certification in NLP is 5 days. So by the 2 evenings is 2 half days, make 1 day. 17, 18 are 2 days, 24, 25 are another 2 days, and then the 2 evenings make 1 more day, means we have 5 days, and 5 days is the minimum for NLP practitioner and NLP coach. Those 5 days you will learn how to apply techniques on others, and it will be an amazing, incredible self-empowering experience. So any questions that you have according to anything that we did tonight, or according to possibly continuing learning NLP and becoming certified in NLP?
So doctor, how long does this course last for? Like how many hours?
So the 17 and 18 and 24 and 25 are 9:30 to 5:30. Can you see it?
Oh no, I can't. Oh, it's too small. Okay, yeah.
It's too. It's okay.
That's okay. Now you told me, I got it. Oh, okay.
You get it now?
Yeah.
And then the 2 evenings are 6:30 to 9:30.
Okay.
So what you can do is you cannot at all. It's Friday and Saturday. Friday you are free, right?
I think I'm free the whole month. Yeah.
So why can you not at those times?
Oh no, I can. I didn't say I can't.
Okay. Any more questions?
Doctor, one question.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, sorry, she can speak. Yeah, I will speak later.
I'm sorry, Rajesh. Sorry, you can go ahead. I'll ask it later.
All right, doctor, how is going to help us if we are going to take up this course?
well, see the little technique that we did today.
Yes.
Was only 1 hour.
Okay.
Only 1 hour. So now you get 7 hours. And then the amazing thing is that now once you learn how to influence your internal dialogue, then you learn how to influence your inner thoughts. And then you get many, many more. Hey, I like this picture. You get many, many more pictures. You get many more of these little knobs. Can you see again the amplifier? Or
yes.
You could picture the remote control. You know,
right.
He has a remote control. So there's many, many buttons. If we have a complicated system, there's many, many buttons. So we always say, you choose the buttons on your TV. Now choose the buttons of the programs that you are running inside your brain that influence your body, that influence your feelings, that influence everything.
All right, thank you. Got it.
What is your work, Rajesh, if I may be curious?
I'm into logistics basically.
Are you from India?
Yes, India.
Where in India?
Mumbai.
Ah, Mumbai. I lived 2 years in Mumbai. I love Mumbai.
Really?
So you enjoy the logistics?
Yes, of course I do.
Nice. So you can improve your leadership. You can improve your relationships with others. You can
All right.
improve within your work. So it's not only personal empowerment, but you will, Kristen has a cat. You will not only have personal empowerment, but everyone you touch it, everything you do can be more organized
All
and
right.
more clear.
Okay.
Doctor, what would be the price of this?
Hold on, I have written it on my little notepad. I'm not so good with it. Here it is. I wrote it down from talking to Ajay, who is my representative. It's 1,600 dirham. Normally it's 2,000. And you get a 15% if you do the first 2 days. And if you right away sign up, because we need to stay, I mean, it's still rooms and spaces.
Yeah.
We give a 30% discount if you sign up within 48 hours of this training. If you sign up for all 5 days, means
Okay.
you want to become a practitioner, you want to become a coach, you want to do all the 5 days, you will get 30% off.
All right.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
2 days are 1,600, and then part 2 is 2,400.
Okay.
So altogether, 4,000. So for the NLP practitioner and coach certification, it would be 10% less than 4,000.
Okay.
Which is a steal. And I feel a little bad actually, because in the market, there are some juniors of me who that are very famous in Dubai, and they charge so much higher than Illuminations charges 4,200 normally for a 5-day course. The junior of mine charges 9,000.
Oh my God.
I should be the one who's scaled highest, because there's
Exactly.
total of UAE and no one in the total of India who is directly related to the originators in California and who has a tracking of 35 years. So it's really a steal, because see, you really get the original NLP from me and you get to practice it hands-on. It's not just lessons that they run. See, Udemy does NLP very inexpensively, but it's just running techniques. It's not teaching you from a master who will give you exercises where you reproduce and where I make sure that you have understood the skill. That
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
you think you might enjoy it?
Yeah, I just have to. It's a bit difficult at home with no quiet time.
Oh, your children are with you in that room?
No, not at the moment, but she's been banging on the door for the last hour. So.
But don't worry. For me, it's even okay if she comes in as long as she doesn't disturb you.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll work something out, inshallah.
Yeah, yay. Would love you there, Noura.
Thank you.
Kristen.
Yes.
Would you maybe want to join us?
I'm not sure yet.
You may ask me for a 1 day also.
Okay.
You can get in touch with Illuminations and you can speak to, let me see how this works, how I can do this. Pia, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, did you enjoy the seminar? Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot you, Shatsi. I should have asked you what you want to do. I should have included you. I'm so sorry.
Me?
Yeah, I should have also asked you what you want to do and what you want to transform. I'm so sorry, darling.
No,
Because
it's fine.
the picture and I only saw the illumination sign, so I wasn't sure. So you can get into the telephone. Is it correct, Pia? That's RJ, right?
Which number is that for our reception?
9. He says that the
Direct to RJ.
illumination phone goes directly to him. So that's 43692247.
Yes, correct. We can also provide one more from our reception.
Which is?
04 44
7043.
87043.
Are you sure that's one number too much?
Wait a second. 04 44 87043. Yeah, it's correct.
04 or 0?
Yeah, 04.
04.
It's for Dubai. 04.
Yes. So so you can contact us there, or you can just WhatsApp Illuminations, and then I make sure that RJ, my representative, will share the little. Would you enjoy getting the little videos that are inspiring videos every day?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Because I mean, that's how social media is. You can click on it or you don't need to.
Yeah.
You can also find me under Doris NLP if you want more information on all kinds of details on NLP. We are working on bringing all of the NLP scripts on the illumination site because there's so much more that you can learn about NLP. But the course will be the very best, and it's a rocking course. We will be able to split into pairs. You will be able to get out to pair exercises, come back, and I just did a test session 2 days ago, and it worked perfectly fine. We were 8 people. People would split into pairs, get a partner, come back, share the learnings, and we can even split into, we are expecting 10 or 12 members. We don't even want more for the first time that we do this online. So even when there's exercises with 3 people, we can have you split into 3 people. So everything that we do inside the room is if we were at Illuminations in the conference room, we'll do here. And meanwhile, Kristen can stroke her cat, and Rajesh can look at whatever he wants to look at in his house, and Nora can have her child there. Isn't that cool? Anything else that you would like to say to complete, Pia?
Yes, what's that, Dr. Doris?
Would you like anything else you would like to say before we complete here for tonight?
Nothing. At least we have their email address when they did the registration, so we can send them the email chat. Thank you guys for joining tonight.
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
I can stay on if you have any more questions. Everything is good?
Yep. Yes.
Yes, wonderful. And we might give you a call after some days. Is that okay?
Sure, Doc.
Sure.
Meanwhile, practice the 3 steps. Remember and practice the 3 steps and stay cheerful and up
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Doc. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.